What up, YouTube family? So I'm on a roll. I'm gonna keep going. Have another one for you guys. While walking my dog this morning, it just hit me. Boom! We gotta talk because back in the early 2000s, we were all obsessed with Usher and Chilli, right? They were fine, talented, and they just looked good together. But suddenly, poof! It was over. And while folks was blaming infidelity or typical celebrity drama, what if the truth was deeper? What if the name behind their breakup was none other than Diddy? I had totally forgot about this, y'all. So I'm going to rewind a little bit. When Usher and Chilli started dating around 2001, at that time, Usher was on fire. He had the 8701 just dropped, and he was climbing into king of R&B territory. And and Chili was the American sweetheart from TLC, sexy, unbothered, and grown. She was looked at grown. But then came 2003, the Confessions album era. That whole rollout had everybody thinking Usher cheated. Y'all remember? And Chili did hint at trust being broken. She even said in interviews, I'll always love him, but I can't do the lies. Then boom, public ran with the cheating there because I did not even think about Diddy during that time, right? But here's the thing: what if it wasn't a woman Usher was hiding? Now, stay with me because back when Usher was 14, his mom sent him to live with Sean Diddy Combs to learn the industry. So that's right, a teenager, Usher, was staying in Diddy house in the 90s, y'all. And I'm gonna talk about the 90s a lot because that's my era. I'm Gen X, and sometimes things like today just pop up. And I started thinking about Chili and Usher. But I can't believe I missed some things, and I'm going to do one more review today, and y'all going to be tripping because this is what I was thinking on my walk. So, a teenage Usher was staying in Diddy house in the 90s during the Bad Boy Wild Party era, and just recently, hell, in the past year or two, rumors, lawsuits, and confessions started surfacing about might what might have really gone down behind those closed doors, right? So some folks, including people in the industry, are now speculating that Diddy may have inappropriate contact with Usher when he was just a teen. There also has been reports from Gene Deal that Diddy put Usher in the hospital during that time. So, and then suddenly Usher lyrics, his old interviews, even Chili's cryptic comments, they just hit different now, y'all. So, back to the breakup. So, could it be that the confessions wasn't about another woman, but about trauma, secrets, something Usher didn't know how to share, even with the woman he loved, or did he share? Because I'm going to let you listen to an interview and you tell me. And let's not forget, Chili has never aired Usher out the way she could have. She always danced around the real reason they broke up. Maybe, just maybe, she knew what he was going through. Maybe she saw the hurt and couldn't carry it with him. So on this interview, she said he has demons, but he's still one of the greatest loves I ever had. Woo! Now that line sounded real loaded now, don't it? So I'm going to play the video and let's react to it because I'm in awe. I forgot all about this video, y'all. So this is Throwback Radio, courtesy of Throwback Radio, doing a live a reaction to your video. So don't, I don't know, copyright me or spam me or whatever y'all be doing. So this Chilli, she's gonna discuss her and Usher's breakup. So this is after Usher did an interview after the Confessions album. Now, if you can go back that far, you can remember he got on the radio. Just listen.
TV. All right, y'all know this is Chilli. Don't go nowhere. I'm going to clear up some things. Yes. Go clear it up, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't play that. I know that's right, girl. Clear it up. All right, we're going to get more into Triple J. All right, Hot 107.9.
I can't regret being honest because that's what I wanted. I wanted honesty from her.
But even in your heart of hearts, you say sometimes, if I just would have kept this, then we would still be together.
No, because she asked me for the truth.
It's Chilli, everybody. And I have to respond to that. First of all, when you want to say that you're going to be honest with somebody, you have to come clean. It doesn't take them to come and ask you. You'll volunteer the information. You can't hold it in you. It's killing you. And the thing that I guess that I have to clear up the most is that the album Confessions is not about me. Not one lyric on that CD has anything to do with me. We were together when he recorded, and I remember saying to him, babe, I mean, you gonna write a song about me? And so honestly, not one song on there. Maybe he can relate to some of his songs now. Maybe that's the case, but that's not it. And also, for people, because I do have fans coming up, I guess they feel sorry for me. They think because they're believing this, but I am fine. I am over it. I've been over it. I wish him well. I don't have any hard feelings. And it's funny because he is the one who continues to talk about it. So obviously he needs to get over it because I don't talk about it because, I'm over it. And it irks me. It really does. I'm serious.
What irks you the most? Is it the lies, and what lie irks you the most?
It's almost just kind of like allowing people to assume and not correcting it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Even with the whole thing, did he get somebody pregnant? Is that why they broke? No, that was not the case. Our time was up. God put people in our lives for different reasons. And and you have those different relationships where you are head over heels in love and it takes forever to get over, but you get over it because God is wonderful.
Right.
But this was not that relationship, not trying to downplay it because I really did love him, but it was not a relationship that I was supposed to be in for the rest of my life.
Okay.
No, I'm a firm believer that your private life is yours, but I got you here, so I got to ask you a question. Come clean. I mean, when you use a phrase like "coming clean," what does that mean in this instance? Coming clean about what?
Just basically being honest about. Just for example, he said that I went to the media first. That is not true. From his camp, I don't know exactly who, publicists or whatever, they had already started leaking stuff. And this was, we broke up in January, right after New Year. And it was over. Everything, I was fine. Everything was okay. And then I started hearing things. And when I was on the radio to promote something that I was doing, they were reading me quotes. So, and you understand the media, you put on a spot, you have to say something. But when I did talk to him, I asked him because I felt like, everybody knew something that I didn't. And I wanted to know, did he do the ultimate no?
Okay. Is there an ultimate no?
And
what was that?
Cheating is the ultimate no. I'm sorry. For me.
Y'all, the ultimate no. You know what that is, women. The ultimate no.
In my book, you have some women who could care less what their man or boyfriend or husband is doing. I want to know. I feel like when you are in a committed relationship,
Right. I agree.
you know, you have a right to know what's going on. If there are any extra out things, I mean, extra things outside of the relationship going on, you have that right to know. And when he said that, when he admitted that to me, you know, I was very disappointed. I was hurt, but I got over
What did he admit to you, Chilli?
it. And will I ever take him back? No, I won't, because I knew that before I got that confirmation.
Okay. What was so
She knew he was Gay. Can you say gay? I don't know. She knew it. Women, we got spidey senses. We could pick up that type of shit.
real about you knowing that you will never go back to him before you even got that confirmation? What was it?
It's funny because, you know, we're so quick, you know, us religion folks, you know what I mean? We always call on God and ask for signs and all that type of stuff. And, you know, God gave me confirmation a year ago. I was hard-headed.
Okay.
How long are you guys together?
About 2 years.
2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do you think he keeps talking about it because he's still hurting?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Does he still call you?
He doesn't have a number on me, so he can't reach me.
Girl, you are doing it.
He can't reach me.
She has changed her numbers.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, really.
I guess that tells it all.
No, really. I mean, when something is over, it's over.
Y'all know how we is. Come on, ladies. What can irk her so bad that she changed her number? Diddy is involved in this, y'all. I'm telling y'all. But we didn't know it back then. Let's keep listening.
Over, and you let people go their way, you go your way, you learn whatever it is that you're supposed to learn, and you move on.
What was the thing that you learned? What was the most important thing that you learned from this relationship?
Needles. Well, I hope he learned a lot from me. I'll just say that. You know, and not because there is a 7-year gap, because, you know, my previous relationship, you know, Dallas Dallas is a year older than me. And so age really doesn't have very much to do with it. I think it has everything to do with the person. And Rashawn, you know how that relationship was for me. And I got over that. This is, you know, when you go through it really, really hard, you don't ever really go through stuff like that again, you know, because you're so much smarter. And I think in my relationship with Usher, you know, it was just a fun, loving relationship. And I hate that something like that turned into a publicity stunt. And that's how I feel about that.
You're saying that this
need to cut me a check for, you know, I'm serious. I mean, you know, because it's just so much hype and it doesn't make any sense.
She said it, y'all, but we missed it back in the day. It was a publicity stunt. All along, he was with Diddy, y'all. The whole Confession album is about Diddy. This nigga was confessing. I don't know what I was thinking about back then. God, I wasn't on drugs or anything. I was partying a lot. We could have been solved this shit, but man, we had too many clues. They gave us so many clues right in our face, and we ignored all the clues, y'all. We could have been locked Diddy up.
Since, you know, he's a great artist, he doesn't need all of that. And, you know, that's what it's about. That's all people are interested in. They're really believing that every lyric on that album has something to do with us, or he really did experience everything. That's not the case.
Okay.
I mean, every song that we've done, we didn't experience
ultimatum. This ultimatum that you supposedly gave him.
Now, and you know, I asked him about that, and of course he tells me, well, you know, I don't know anything about that. I don't know how that got. He doesn't know. Okay. I never gave him an ultimatum. Never. I didn't give Dallas one, and I was with him for 10 years, and we have a child together. I don't believe in that. That's not right. So I never, ever gave him an ultimatum. I knew he was not the man that I was going to spend the rest of my life with. I knew that. So why would I Why would I do that?
Did he ask you to marry you? Him. Excuse me.
Did he ask me to marry you?
No, him.
You. Yeah.
Him.
Yeah, there was talk. There was a lot of talk about it. And I always knew we weren't ready for that.
So you were the one that said, no, let's just hold off, babe.
Basically, just, let's just try to get the relationship together. During the time that we were together, I mean, of course, I wanted it to work. And I only want to get married one time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not hard up for marriage where I have to just get married to somebody. I take that very seriously. I take relationship very seriously. And when you take something, when you have tried to that point to where you guys, even on your worst day, your best day, you still know you want to be with that person. Mm-hmm. And you go before God for God to bless that, to bless that covenant. I mean, I really don't appreciate, that being out about me, that I would give anyone an ultimatum. I just wouldn't do it.
Well, first of all, yeah, I would say that if you two weren't stars, we wouldn't have this much.
Oh, no one could care less.
I'm from LA, and they say never marry an actress. If you're going to be an actor, don't marry an actress. What type of guy are you looking for now? Somebody who's not media driven? Somebody who's not in the public eye?
Really, honestly, I am. Before I got in the business, I always used to wonder, why do entertainers date entertainers? And I understand, because honestly, that's what, it's almost like and you see those types of people all the time. But, I am a God-fearing woman, and I'm not hot and cold with God. We all go through within me a God-fearing man, and that's the key. You cannot make it in life, period, without God. God is real. Jesus is real. Get to know him. If you don't know, I'm serious. He's amazing. Don't know, I'm serious. He's amazing.
You know what, y'all? Now I'm starting to get it, y'all. Let me pop this back up so y'all can see me. Oops. Y'all. Now I know why. You see how she just said God and God and God and God and God and God and God? Because back in the 2000s, the early 90s, we wouldn't have noticed that. But she's saying God for a reason. Trust me. She is saying it for a reason. I'm going to rewind it so you can hear it again.
Jesus is real. Get to know him. If you don't know, I'm serious. He's amazing. Don't know, I'm serious. He's amazing. What does that tell you? Listen to what she just said. Now I understand why those who light were dim always, they were talking about, like, those who did say God's name, they disappeared.
Great message this weekend.
So stop asking me. Mm-hmm. So
nobody's business.
So stop assuming that you're gonna go out and you're gonna hear something or read something that is for real. I'm telling.
Yeah, you ready to face it?
Yeah, no, really. Yeah, no, it wasn't.
Let me just say this: from being in the studio with both of you, mm-hmm. It seems to me that you are much more relaxed, much more like you've let it go.
Yes, I have, like several months ago.
Right. And just to give the listeners out there, I know you're riding in your cars and you don't get to sit up here in the studio, but being in the studio with both of you, and hey, I like both of you, love both of you, but it just seems like there was a little bit more tension when he was here. Mm-hmm. It just seems like you've let it go, put it in God's hands.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, he was the one that cheated, and trust me. I've been public about it. I was unfaithful twice in my relationships, and it's what I regret most in life. But men are men. I mean, look at Kobe right now. I mean, I don't doubt at all he loves his woman, but unfortunately.
No, dude, you got it twisted. And I know Chilli is sitting up there looking at you like you crazy. Because this ain't that.
Men sometimes.
So what do you mean?
Well, you know what? Okay, wait. Let me say something about that.
I'm not. Look,
I hear, but you know what?
I told you that was going to aggravate her. I told you. She was sleeping with a down low brother, y'all.
the ball.
I hear what you're saying, but you know what? But see, that's not good. All men aren't like that. And you know what? Women, we have to be a lot stronger because a lot of times, you stay in a situation because it's familiar to you. You're familiar with the BS or whatever, and you really think that you can't move on from it. Oh Lord Jesus, I'm telling you, you can. And thinking like that is a real statement. I'm serious. And you need to have your standards up really, really high because you'll be more respected that way. And if more women would come together and not, deal with guys who have girlfriends or men who are married, it could stop that a lot. Up and just know that you are the shiznit. That's right. I mean, really.
Uh-huh. Oh my goodness, this has been wonderful. We're gonna have a little more with. Okay, hold on.
Oh, Akini wants to ask me.
Yeah,
yes.
I mean, I just.
Man.
Oh,
Be nice.
Since you are single now, I just wanted to just ask you something. Take your time.
Yeah, we missed it, y'all, back in the day. We missed it. I don't know how we missed it. I don't know what we were doing. I don't know. Now, I ain't saying that this is gospel, y'all. All I'm saying is we just connecting some dots from back in the day. And when I had these thoughts, because I was present, I partied back in the day. I didn't do any drugs or anything, but I was there. And to me, running into this interview is giving cover up, is giving trauma, is giving secrets that Black artists been carrying to protect their careers and protect each other. So I'm asking y'all, was Usher and Chilli breakup really about cheating? Was it about a boy turned man trying to survive an industry that preyed on him before he could even grow up? Yeah, I think that's where we are. So y'all tell me, because the industry ain't ever been what it looked like. And sometimes the love lost got less to do with the lies and more to do with the pain. So I am Bella, and this is Black Culture is Lit TV. We're going to keep on digging, y'all. Peace.